Years ago, the Grim Totem raided my village. The pain, the anger, the loss, still, they weigh on my heart. And now I find myself giving comfort and aid to others who have lost their village to a savage attack. Keeping the dogs at bay. We have to kill the Hecklefang scavengers. Not everyone who fled Taraho was able to make it to Unafe, Zaluzaran. Some died of wounds along the way. Others were jumped by opportunistic Quillbore. I'll take care of the grim task on finding and gathering the bodies, but there is something you can do for me. Hecklefang scavengers probably land south of here, and they're savaging the corpses, tearing at their bowels and dragging away their limbs. Oh God. Please, thin their numbers so that I can perform the proper funerary rites.
Walk with the earth, mother.
Alright. And bad to worse. When the refugees fled north from Taraho, some were separated as darkness closed in. Many were taken prisoner by the bristleback Quillbore, who set up camp west and southwest of here. I am not certain what the Quillbore hope to get from us by capturing our refugees. All they have earned is ire, and all they'll get in return is vengeance. Rescue my trapped brothers and sisters and kill their captors to send a message to the Quillbore. Alright. And Lane Tallgrass, how you doing? This camp was built at the edge of this jungle, and already it is overwhelmed by plant growth. Something unnatural is happening here. Earlier I made the mistake of sending some of the healthier refugees out to gather nuts and berries. Those that returned talked about the plant life actually grasping at their legs or even picking them up. I worry about those that haven't come back yet. Hunter, please rescue those refugees trapped in the grasping overgrowth around the camp. Alright, well, I forgot to read that guy's beginning part, which was probably important, and about how Camp Taraho has been evacuated out to here. So, oh God. That does not look fun. Let's go help them. Larry, he's on passive. What? Can he not switch? Larry, why can't you switch? Why can't you switch? Oh, because I'm on my mount. Herp derp. Smart me. Anyway, remember when the Barrens was barren and we liked it? I sure do. Back in my day, the Barrens was very barren. We had we had the chat. What was it, trade chat? Looking for group chat? It was one of those. We also had world chat. There was a time where there was like looking for group chat and there was like world chat or something. Now I'm having nostalgia. That was back in the day. We had Chuck Norris jokes back then. Back when they were actually funny and new. Either way, that was my rant on the school system. So that was fun. I gotta do that every once in a while. That was my Barons nostalgia. That was my reading of stuff. Mainly, I just want people to be able to do what they want. It's kind of hard in this economy, of course, but I just want people to just make sure they don't waste money on something they don't want to do just because other people say they should. Like, don't waste money on going to college if you honestly don't know what you want to do. Like, work a few years and then see where you're at and be like, hey, you know what, now I want to go to school, you know? Like, don't be like, hey, I just graduated high school, so now I have to go to college because that's what everyone tells me to do. Like, just because people tell you to do something doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. You know, I was like, hey, maybe I can profit from this YouTube thing, and everyone's like, you're making like $20 a month. Like, you can buy a pizza, and then I was like, well, it takes time. Like, it might take years. And they're like, buy a pizza. And then, once it actually works out, then people are like, oh, you're smart. Just wait till it fails. It's like, it's such negativity. And it's like, listen, we're all gonna die one day. I'd rather enjoy my life, having fun, being spontaneous, and doing what I enjoy. You know, it's not a normal job. It's risky, but you know what? I can look back on it and be like, it was awesome, and I would never trade my experiences for the world. And I get to entertain millions of people, and I get to talk to you and entertain you by just playing video games. I actually watch these myself. So, there's my rant. Thank you, Sauron. But now the larger question. Where's this overgrowth coming from? The great Archdruid Naralax recently appeared here in the Barrens. He's either behind this mess or trying to fix it. Either way, you should talk with him before this jungle engulfs the whole world. He's in a small Tarn camp to the southeast. Along the way, it would be helpful for you to gather plant samples for him to study. The newest flower buds will tell him a great deal about the most recent changes in the jungle. Alright. I can do that for Naralex. Let's go kill the Hecklefang guys up here, though. Should I talk about something else now? I probably should. Let's see. I can go over here and get some more plants. Now I just went on that giant rant. I'm like, I don't know what to talk about now. See, like, even with all this, like, I can get a marketing job extremely easily, because they'll take experience over degrees. Like, some of the marketing degrees can be like, hey, I have a marketing degree, hire me. And I'll be like, hey, I have 5 years of social media experience in building a giant brand. And I'll be like, oh, we're gonna hire you. Because wouldn't you want someone that has experience? That's why everyone tries to get jobs now, and they're like, well, you want experience? I don't have experience. How do I get experience without having a job? And it's like, well, that's how you make your own opportunities with a lot of improvisation. You gotta be MacGyver. You gotta be Bear Grylls, More Thrills. You gotta just make stuff out of other stuff. That's life. That's life right there. Make stuff out of other stuff. Improv. That's all I gotta say on that. Alright. Let's kill this Lashvine. Get out of here, Lashvine. Oh, we almost leveled. Almost 35. Keep gathering these plants. I bit my tongue earlier and it hurts. Grant, it's also very easy for people that do things like YouTube to get very caught up in it. Not caught up. What would a good thing be? A good word for this. Take it for granted, you know? Because, I mean, it is awesome, and it's like, you can very easily take it for granted and start getting lazy. I did that for a while, and then I realized, like, hey, instead of being lazy, I could actually do a lot more. And it's like, once you do that, you actually feel good about it, kind of like you're doing art, you know? You feel good about creating stuff. And then you feel good about helping people, too, because you get a lot of messages from people that are like, hey, I listened to you when I was really depressed or sad or going through tough times, and it's like, oh, you know, you're actually helping people, and that's what I also like about it. So, that's just that. That's that. I always like things that are personality based too, for like work. You know, because when you think about it, if you have a job where it involves, here's Hecklefang's, where it involves doing like some sort of non-personality based things like sorting files. Yeah, we leveled, or I don't know. You know what I mean. The types of things a robot could do, right? Because if a robot can do it, a robot one day is probably gonna do it. Like, that's why people are like, get a safe job. No job is safe. No job is safe anymore, because very easily you can get replaced by a robot or outsourced or all these things. And it's like, if you have something personality based, you know, if you have Jillian and Joey's Cupcake Emporium, people are gonna go to you because you are you. You know, if it was like Cupcake Emporium, nobody would care, but it's Jillian and Joey's Cupcake Emporium. Like, oh damn, that just makes it that much better, because they might be really good at making cupcakes, you know? You might go to a restaurant, go to like Bobby Joe's restaurant, right? Or what if there's like Gordon Ramsay's restaurant? That's a lot better than like Bobby Joe's restaurant. Sorry, Bobby Joe. But this is the real talk leveling series. This is some real talk leveling right here. Let's call this Thornweaver. But you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like, personality. That's the reason. I don't even know. I just lost my train of thought. Track of thought? I never know. Traintrack. The track of thought. The track of thought. That's what I'm calling it. The track of thought. I lost my track of thought. But it's swag. You know, just swag. Alright, I guess in Quillbores. The only problem, one of the biggest problems I have with, like, it's not really a problem per se, but I guess it's just anytime you're a personality that's well recognized, people always try to contact you and talk to you. It's not even contact, like, that doesn't bother me. Like, I answer questions, I answer PMs. I always go through, I wait a little bit, and then I bulk answer PMs and questions and emails and all the things like that. So if you've sent me an email, either send it again, or just wait a little bit, because I never answer my emails right away. Unless it's, like, super important, and don't be like, this is important, and then have, like, a question like, will you tie my shoes? Like, no, I'm not gonna tie your shoes. You can do that yourself. Let's go with Quillboard. But it's like a lot of people, when you have something personality based, this happens to all big YouTube people, or things in general, is people get to know you, so they know your personality, and because of that, they're like, oh, I can easily become friends with them. Like the people that want to add me on Battle.net, you know, all that type of thing. And that's where I kind of get anxiety. I guess I already have anxiety and social anxiety and all that. And it's like, I already have enough problems, like trouble creating time for, like, the friends I already have. And it's like, you know, I don't do this to make friends. I do it to cheer up people and as like an artistic outlet. And when I say that, I'm not saying like, oh, I don't, like, a lot of people take that and they're like, you don't appreciate subscribers. Like, no, it's just, I can't be friends with everyone, you know? I can't have 320,000 friends. I mean, I could, but I'd probably be the worst friend because I'd just be like, hey, and then move on to the next person. It would take me the whole day to just say hey to everyone, which is why I don't know, that's why people tend to make friends with other people in their field, which is why I'm friends with, like, other YouTube people primarily, on top of the real life friends that I have. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put it as like, as from my mind. Like, I already have, like, social anxiety and, like, hate talking to, like, random people in public. I hate, like, I had to, like, literally for, like, years force myself to be able to talk to people in public. Like, I'd have to go to the cashier and be like, hey, great day outside, and they're just like, what are you talking about? And I was like, that was awkward, or like, you know. And so when I see random people in public and all that, like, I've gotten a lot better, obviously, but it's still like, I'm super introverted, so all my energy gets depleted by social interaction, which is why, good example, we had me, Dodger, and Jesse, like a year ago, almost a year ago, went to this rodeo arcade thing, right? And it was for t-shirt signings. There was like 7, actually a little more, probably like 10 to 12 people there that were fans. And it was really cool. Like, we got to talk to all of them, and we signed autographs, and we took pictures. There's pictures on my Facebook, I think, of that still. And it was really fun. But it was like after about an hour, my energy was gone. And I think Dodger realized it too, because she started being like, hey, how you doing? You don't look very excited. And it's like, it's not that I'm not excited, my energy's gone. Like, my energy just gets drained completely, and I just sit there, and I'm just like, I need to be alone. I need to be alone, Or I need to be around, like, someone that isn't going to talk to me. And I need to be around... And I noticed a lot of other YouTube people are like that, too. Dodger's actually a lot like that. You wouldn't think that from her vlogs, because she's constantly talking in the vlogs. Much like I'm constantly talking right now in this, but it's a lot different in real life. It's a lot different, just... What else do I need? Oh, I need one more. It's just... It is a lot different in real life. And that's the whole thing of being introverted, and then you need to leave and, like, replenish your energy and then go back out. And some other people aren't like that. Jesse is the complete opposite, where he can be around people and just keep talking and talking and talking, and I'm just like, I don't know how you do it. Which is why a lot of fans like talking to him so much, because he's literally the same in his videos as he is in, like, real life. And, I mean, deep down I am, it's just I might appear not that way because I'm super introverted and I'm like, I don't like talking unless I know you. And that's one of the reasons people send me, like, friend invites. Like, I have pending things here, like, Crendor, talk to me, and it's like, I don't talk to the people I already know, let alone people I don't know. So it's like, I'm sorry, but that's just who I am. It's just who I am. But I still appreciate fan mail, and I appreciate subscribers and PMs and all that stuff, so don't mistake that for that. That was my other point. That was another big rant. That was another big rant. I've been playing WoW for a long time. I might have to break this up into 2 parts, or I might just make a super episode. Isn't that right, Larry? Isn't that right, Larry? The moon is very bright tonight.